Good afternoon, everyone. This is Chelsea Jones with Illinois WorkNet, and thank you for joining us today. We're going to be covering the updates to our public and private training program search on Illinois WorkNet. So before we get started, a couple of housekeeping items. If you have any problems hearing us via your computer speakers, you can call into our conference call number, and please make sure to mute your computer speakers if you do so. I'm going to type that into our chat pod right now. And then directly below our chat pod, we have our files pod. So in our file pod, we have our PowerPoint that we're going to cover today. It's pretty short and sweet. It just covers the training program search and the updates we've made. And then I'm going to go over a live demo of the training program search. So you can download that, and it will take you to your web browser. So please make sure you come back so you can see what we're doing here. And if you have any questions or comments as I'm going through my presentation or the demo, please feel free to put that in the chat pod so I can address those as we're going through it. So like I just said, for the agenda, I'm going to go over a quick background on the training program search, how you can access the programs, a quick overview of the updates that we did do to the training program search, and then like I said, I'm going to do a live demo of the training program search on Illinois WorkNet, and then I'll go through questions as they come in, and then I'll take any questions at the end as well. So the Illinois WorkNet public and private training programs pulls in public community colleges and universities, private colleges and universities, technical and vocational schools, trade schools, art and design schools, and adult education programs. And these are approved by the Illinois Community College Board and the Illinois Board of Higher Education, and they are updated annually. So that's where the information is coming from. And it's provided through the Illinois Career Information System, and that's brought to you by the Illinois Department of Employment Security. So that's just a background on the public and private training program information and where it's being sourced from, and all the sources of the schools itself and the types of schools that we have in the system. Now, accessing the training programs is very easy. All you do is go to illinoisworknet.com, select the menu, choose Training and Credentials, and then it's the second option, the public and private training programs. Now, we also do, of course, have the WIOA approved training program search as well, but this webinar is focusing on our public and private training program search, and those are the updates that we have made today. So our updates, you can see the screenshot here on my slide. And again, if you have any questions as I'm going through this, feel free to put those in our chat pod. We have added new filters to the training program search. We've added, we've updated the look and feel of the search to add some we've updated the look and feel to make it more user-friendly, and we've also added the option to export. So you can see it's not very visible on the screen here, but when I do my live demo, you'll see you have the ability to export everything on the screen as well into an Excel. And you also have a map view, which you can also see here on our little screen as well. So those are the updates that we made to the training programs search. And now I'm going to do a live demo. And here is a URL directly to the training program search. So you'll want to make sure to download that PowerPoint in the bottom left, download files. So that'll get you directly to the page. And I'm going to pull over my screen share right now. Now, can everyone see Illinois WorkNet in my screen share? Can you raise your hand using the little guy at the top of the screen if you can? Great. Looks like that is working. So what I want to do is I want to show you how to navigate to the page so you can get there, or you can assist your customers, because I know we have a wide variety of people on our webinar today. So I am on illinoisworknet.com. This is our home page, as I'm sure many of you are familiar with. So as I indicated, you'd click the menu, And then under Training and Credentials, it is the Public and Private Training Programs option. So you click that, and that's going to take you right to that page that has the search. Now at the top, we have that information that I already covered in the PowerPoint, what are these schools and who provides them. And then on the right, we have a video covering how to use the search. And then after today's webinar, this video will be posted on this page to replace the previous one that we did back in February of 2015. So you can see it's been a while since we did a webinar over this specific topic. And if you scroll down, here is the actual search on the page. And it defaults to showing all of the schools in the system. So if I scroll down a little further, you'll see there are a total of 11,219 results in the system because it pulls in statewide results. So there are a lot of programs in the system, and so that's why we wanted to provide the updated filters for you and your customers, or you and or your customers, so you can narrow down your results and have a better use of the search. So you can see your result search options. You can search by city or zip code. You can search by county, and you can also search by keyword and job family. And so those are all the filters on the left side. Now on the right side, some of these things might not be applicable to you. You might not know this information, but if you do, you can search by local workforce innovation area or economic development region. Now if you don't know what local workforce area or economic development region you're in, you do not have to use those filters. You can stick to the city or zip code or county. But those are also options if those are if that's information you know. So if I click in the city or zip code and I start typing, it's going to start giving me options based on what I typed in. So it's going to start auto-filling options based on the characters I'm typing. So I started typing Peoria, and it's giving me Peoria, Peoria Heights, abbreviated Peoria Heights, and Peoria Journal-Star. So I'm going to select Peoria, and when I selected that, you can see it started to auto-search. And now there are 312 results showing within 10 miles of the Peoria area. Now if I scroll down, you can see that they're going to show all of the programs that are in that area. And what we're getting with each of these programs is the program title, the school, the location, the type of school it is, the provider type, and the degrees that are offered with that program. So this accounting is a certificate or associate degree. This one's an associate and bachelor or bachelor's degree, and you can see they all vary. So that's the information you're getting up front about the program when you do the first search. And now when you click on the map option, maybe you don't know where Bradley University is. You can click on the map, and it's going to take you directly to Google Maps, and it's going to put that into the little search bar at the top, and it's going to give you that information. So you can get step-by-step instructions on how to get to that location. You can do that for each one. Now perhaps you found one that you're interested in, and it's at Illinois Central College. So if you click on it, you're going to get more information about Illinois Central College and information about the contact at that school, the general information for that school, the student body. Let me scroll down a little bit. How much it costs to go to this school, if there's any financial aid, and who that contact might be. So you're going to be getting a lot of information to assist you in your training program search, and contact information so you can reach out to this school if that is something you want to move forward with doing. Now, if you have an Illinois workNet account, let me scroll back up here. I'm going to close this one. You can see I'm not logged into my Illinois workNet account right now. But if I were to log into my account with my username and password, and then if I clicked on one of those programs again, I'm going to have the ability to bookmark that program and access at any time from my dashboard. So now if I click on any one of these programs, I have the bookmark icon up here by the program name or the school name. So I can click bookmark this, and now you can see it says remove bookmark. So you can bookmark any one of these and access it from your dashboard at any time when you have an Illinois WorkNet account. So that's one way to easily access school information once you've found one that you don't want to lose. You want to easily access it at any time. So if I scroll back up to the top to our search options, as I indicated, you can search by city or zip code. This will probably be the easiest way for you to find a program based on what you're looking for. You can also search by county. So maybe you're located in Macon County. So you come down to Macon and you select that, and you can see it auto starts searching based on the county I selected. And it's telling me there are 226 results in Macon County specifically. Now once I've done that, maybe I want to export this, because like I indicated before, you can now export all your results. So once I've done a search, it's going to export those 226 results that are on the page. So if I click export, it's thinking, and then it's going to load it down at the bottom here because I'm in Google Chrome. It's going to load in a different spot depending on what browser you're on. You can see it loaded my Excel, and if I click on it, it's going to open it in Excel. If I drag it over here to get where you guys can see, you can see it's pulling in all that information that's available on the website. So the program name, the provider name, the address, city, state, zip code, phone number, fax, website, admissions, contact. So there's a lot of information in this Excel document if it's something you want to export and send to someone, or do anything you want to do with that information once you do export it. Now you also have the ability to narrow your results by job family. So you can see you have a job family drop down. So you can search by job family on your results. I'm going to go ahead and filter out of my results so I can do a whole new search. So if I select job family, maybe I want to see all of the construction programs in the state. You can see there's 1,138 results. So that's a lot. Maybe I want to see if there's one near me, so I'm going to put in my location. So you can see there are 20 construction and extraction occupations within 10 miles of the Springfield area. And then once you've done your search and you're ready to start searching again, you can click this X, and it's going to clear everything that you've done already and let you start over all over again. So you can see we're back to those 1,000 results because it kept our job family here. So I can also clear here, so it's going to clear everything. The red X cleared my city and zip, and then I'm going to click here, and it's going to clear all the other filters that I've applied to our search here. So now I'm back to my 11,219 programs. You also have the ability to search just for providers. So if you want to look for a specific provider in your area and all of the programs that they offer, you can do that as well. So you can see when I switched over in this drop-down, you can see there's public and private programs and public and private providers. It defaults to programs, so I switched over to providers. And with that, it narrowed our results down to 623. Because now it's just pulling in all of those schools and universities and all of those, so you can select on one provider, and it's going to give you a list of all of the programs that they offer. And so you can see all of the results at each one of these now. And then you can click on any one of these, and then you can also bookmark that as well. And just like we did before, you can see we have our map. You can click on it, and then you can click on it from here as well to get to that same view that we had. And this works like any other map. You can zoom in or you can zoom out, because you can see in some areas of the state it's a little more congested than other areas. So you might have to zoom in to see all the little pins in that area. So if I go back up to programs, you can see we're back to the 11,000 results. And if you're interested in looking by your local area, again, you can select that from the drop-down, and it's going to show you all of the programs in your local area. So I selected local area 11, and I have 268. And you can see all of that information is here as well. And you can click on the map, and it's going to take you directly to that so you can get step-by-step instructions on how to get to a location. So these are the updates we made to the training program search. Like I indicated, it was a very short and sweet webinar we're going to have today. We just wanted to show you how you can use the new filters from the search, all of the city, zip, county, keyword, job, family. One thing I did forget to show you, and I do want to just remind you, if you have any questions, please make sure to put those in the chat as I'm going through. If you do select a job family like I did before, I forgot to show you. Let me select food preparation and serving related occupations. Let me clear my LWIA because that's going to narrow down our occupations as well. So let me start that fresh. So if you select the job family, it's going to show you occupations. So you can see there's this big green button to the right of it. It says show hide 24 occupations. So I selected business and financial operations occupations. And you can see total there's 2,810. And if I click this green button, it's going to show me 24 specific occupations that I can narrow my results down by. So maybe I want to see only accountants or credit analysts or loan officers. You can select a couple of these, and it's going to narrow down your results based on those occupations that you selected. And then once you're done with any of those, you can see they have a little red X. All you do is click clear, and it's going to refilter your results. So you can see it's very interactive and easy for you to use and narrow down your results to find a program near you that you're interested in. And of course, you can always bookmark to easily access them again in the future. So do we have any questions that anyone wants for me to cover specifically in the training program search, or anything that they didn't see, or anything that you have a question about in regards to the updated view and filters for the training program search? I don't see anyone typing. So thank you all for joining us today. This was a pretty short webinar. We just wanted to show you the updates for the public and private training program search. If you have any questions when you start using it, or when you if you're a customer or have customers you're using it, you can always email us at info@illinoisworknet.com. And we check that, monitor that multiple times throughout the day, and we will either respond to you directly, or we will forward that on to the appropriate contact. So thank you all for joining us, and have a great day, and we look forward to hearing any feedback you might have in our email.